welcome to Washing Up Club. I was trying to do that like Jurassic Park. Welcome to everyone that's watching from the beginning. My name is Ben Weaversgreen. This is Washing Up Club. It is Sunday, the 25th of August, approximately 4 minutes past 10 GMT. Greenwich mean, yeah, GMT. I was right. And today we've got lots of recycling to do, and also, as you can see, a bit of organic stuff in the sink that I'm going to sort out. Sheldon Electricals, look at that! Straight in there. Morning whackers. Sheldon Electricals. I've got didn't mean to do that. No, that didn't mean to, I'm still getting used to this. I wanted a cheer. Oh, we'll work it out on the way. Hello, Matt J. Davis. Hope you're well. I'm just going to, while I've got you here, Welkwuck, Sheldon Electricals, Welkwuck, Matt J. Davis. I'm just going to do my little bit of admin that involves checking that I can be heard across the... I'm getting so sick of the sink going out of sync. Hi there, Jim Bin Thar. Are you doing an American accent there? The shirt from a catalogue? Right, Matt J. Davis. I'm thinking of moving over to Electronicals. Because that's a ding, isn't it? Past my sunglasses, that is one hell of a shirt. Thank you very much. Glad you noticed. No, not today. Okay. Oh, okay. No. There was a cheer here, I think. I've got a scream, I've got a fart, I've got a burp. There's applause there. That's laughter. That's a theatrical phase. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked by that bloody thing again. Right, let's just check. Just check I can be heard. I've just paused it. How is everyone? I've had a wonderful week. The sun's out today. And my shirt's gone down rather well, though I say so myself. Cats, as you can see, seem to be okay on that nonsense. Right, let's just check this bloody thing. And it works. Right, let's just check the thing. And it works. Right, thank you very much. Let's just share it. I pretty much am done with Twitter, I think. I went on there by mistake last week and someone tried to show me Tommy Robinson stuff, and I don't want anything to do with that person. Oh, Stephen Laxley. Yeah, I shouldn't even mention his name, but yeah, the fact I'm getting suggested that on Twitter, when I've shown no interest at all in him, maybe I used to look at him and go, oh my god, I can't believe we've come to this. But anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Thank you very much. Welkwuck, everyone. I didn't say Welkwuck too. I know that seems a bit of a cop out, but I'm sorry. You know, the early bird catches the Welkwuck. Windy Welkwuck. Matt J. Davis, El Jesidenti, Welkwuck. Have I missed anyone? I don't think I have. Right, let's get this. Right, okay, what am I going to say? Okay. I don't want to say it's a very special day. Morning, Harry Norman, Welkwuck, Tom Mason. Hi, Ben. There was a new brilliant sitcom out this week, and I was just wondering if you've seen it. It's called We Might Regret This. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still deep in The Office US, although it's the worst series, unfortunately. It's the last series, which is not that good. Let me just do this. Okay, what can I say? Any suggestions? Any suggestions from you what I can say? I always say, please join me. Please join me. It just sounds a bit, Route 1. If you don't join me, you'll have the worst day. No, I've already done that. Already contemplated that. Didn't feel right. It's Washing Up Club O'Clock. I like ones that sound clumsy. Washing Up Club O'Clock. I don't spell o'clock that often. It's a funny word, isn't it? It's Washing Up Club O'Clock. Maybe I should stick with the time. The time. Join me. There's no time to waste. What else? Get on board this second. Check. It's washing. There's no time to waste. Join me this second. Join me this second. Hands down, it's the best washing up club in Cheshire. And believe you me, there's loads. When my cat tins start to stink, I will take in. Watch me whack them in the sink. That's good, but I'm already committed to this, so I'm not going to use it today. It's Sunday, you know what that means. It's washing. Oh God, guys, I've already written this. Sorry, I didn't notice. I'll ask that at the beginning. I'll keep it. Can you remember these for next week? Sorry, these are really good, but I'm not doing them today. Have you got that sinking feeling? Join me. Oh, guys, these are two. Right, can you please do these next week? Copy and paste those to a little note and tell them to me next week. It's washing up club o'clock. There's no time to waste. Join me this second. Hands down, it's the best washing up club in Cheshire. There were lots of time-based puns in there. Not all of them worked. This is turning into a bloody journey, finding out about myself. Not all of them worked. I don't know what I'm telling you. It's absolutely irrelevant. Not all of them worked, but join me today. But join me today. Oh God, this is so difficult. And things will get better. This is terrible. It started off really well. Things will get better. Okay, this is what I'm going to write. Paste. Hashtag washing up club. This is what I've written. Do you approve? Washing up club. Washing up club. Get that out. It's washing up club o'clock. There's no time to waste. Join me this second. Hands down, it's the best washing up club in Cheshire. There were lots of time-based puns in there. Not all of them work, but join me today and things will get better. I mean, that's okay, isn't it? I'm just taking the hairy children to get ripped off at Alum Bay. What's Alum Bay? I know what alumni is. You're all washing up club alumni. Would you say that's fair? Select all. Copy. And then we post that one, and then we go straight over to Threads. Woo! Are we doing live nail cutting today? No, we're not doing live nail cutting. The thing is, I cut my nails 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago. It was a Sunday. I remember it well because I was cutting and shaving before. It's still loading. Why is it taking so long to load? What is going on here? Where the Isle of Wight needles are. Oh, okay. Do you live in the Isle of Wight? That's exciting. Or are you just there on holiday? Ben, have you heard Slender People by Eyes on Legs? No, I haven't. Slender People. Oh, no, I have. Maybe I have. Eyes on Legs. Genius. Is he here today? Right. I think this is still loading, isn't it? No, it's not. My mistake. Let's have a look. Let's just check it's all up there. There it is. Right, let's go to Threads. Yeah, it's such a shame. Isn't it weird about Twitter? Just completely destroyed it. I hope he's losing money on it. On holiday. Wonderful. It's Bob Mortimer. Who's Bob Mortimer? Hello. Hello, Feely. Right. So did that go on there? Yeah, washing up. Right. Okay, while I'm on Threads, I may as well read you the things I wrote. I've just handed an umbrella in at the bar. It's now started raining. Would it be wrong to ask another person at the bar if an umbrella has recently been handed in? That's a ding. I mean, that's more of an ideas ding. It's not like a... Maybe I should go back to the old school dinging. Right. This was a... having a cat on the lap is easy, yeah? Yes, but also no. Here I'm demonstrating a very advanced technique. As you can see, there is a cushion, a laptop and a cat all on one lap at the same time. Remember, I'm very well lapped and I wouldn't advise replicating this, but if you ruddy must, please be careful. And there's a picture of me with a cat There you go. That's really difficult. It never happens. I just wrote a note for myself and put a kiss at the end. Hashtag cute. Hashtag love yourself. Now this one got in Viz. Why don't Crime Watch use celebrities for their reconstructions? It would make them much more interesting to watch and would almost certainly help the ratings. I'd love to see Lorraine Kelly holding up an off licence with a sawn-off shotgun. That got in Viz. Now, interestingly, I sent them that, but also the Viz, they added another thing. They added Anton Decker's a couple of confidence tricksters, which I thought was brilliant, a brilliant addition. Last one, with a few cunning tweaks, Frank Sinatra's My Way goes from being an epic piece about reflection to a song about stuff that's blocking his path. It was in my way. He can just talk about stuff that's in his way. Walking down the street, there was a bin on the street. I don't know the tune. It was in my way. Do you see what I mean? And I'm out of sync. Hello. Maybe I'm not out of sync. I don't know anymore. God. Bloody shambles. What am I like? Anyway. Hello. Wonderful wuckers. Welcome to Washing Up Club. It's lovely to see you all. We've got a lot of stuff to get through today. The shower's just stopped, which means we can get cracking now. Emily made a delicious dinner last night. It was amazing. It was like a Buddha bowl type thing. There was all manner of stuff in there. I could eat the Buddha bowls twice a week. They're so delicious. And also we had a rhubarb and blackberry crumble made from proper grown rhubarb and proper grown blackberries from our the blackberries were from our allotment. The rhubarb was not. We purchased it. You're now on my TV and iPad. Yes, I'm on my bloody TV again. Absolutely fantastic. That was a little bit Alan Partridgey, intentionally, thank goodness. I washed my jeans last night because I put them on to go out, and what's that smell? My jeans absolutely stank. Who has smelly legs? I do, apparently. I didn't think I had smelly legs until, mind you, I don't think I've ever washed them before. What I do is when they start smelling, I just swap them over for another pair of jeans, and then I forget about the other jeans and I put them back on, and then I realise that I have got smelly legs. I think it's just general, wear and tear. I don't think I've got smelly legs. I don't want the rumours to go round, the headline to be smelly-legged Green. Ben Rufus Green admits to having smelly legs. I haven't got smelly legs! Okay? Occasionally my groin gets a bit... Anyway, we won't go there. There is a mode on Twitch, bless you, Crummy sneezed, where you're on TV and the chat is on my iPad. Oh, that's a bit clever. A bit of a tech head, aren't you, Tom Mason? Crummy's here!
My goodness.
What?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. So you can watch TV, YouTube, Crummy, if you want, on your... Oh, hang on. Do you want a cup of tea, Crummy? Oh, God, that's good. I'll have to change that later. So, so yeah, anyway, my jeans are drying outside, which I don't normally do. I find it a bit... Sorry, someone's going to lean over the garden and pinch my diesels. Yes, I wear diesels. Right, let's get the kettle boiled. So, yeah, has everyone had a lovely week? It's been a bit rainy. You're right, what are you doing?
Putting this in the bin.
I don't normally bother with that, you normally just leave it on the side.
First job of the morning.
I'm trying to do something here. I'm streaming to millions of people. You're right, kitten. Sorry, Crumb, I'm just joking, just being silly. I forgot to turn the power on.
Yeah.
Crummy, are you going to watch something then?
I'm going to do some editing.
Okay. Oh, what are you editing?
Craft video.
Craft video? Am I allowed to tell the wuckers what your idea was yesterday?
What was it?
She doesn't even know herself.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so, Crummy, do join me as well, Crummy, on the stream. Well, why didn't you tell them what the idea was? Why is she not looking? You need to turn around. That kitten there, you're too little, Crumb. Look how little she is. just making a cup of tea for Crummy. I put my jeans outside, Crumb.
The microphone has to be over here. I'm putting together mystery advent calendars, hand-picked, handmade mystery advent calendars. For example, one with loads of arts and crafts materials inside, so each day you get an item. And I've got 12 customers already, so that's good. And I've had lots of fun finding all the products to go in, and I'm going to wrap them all in tissue paper and make it all look very pretty. And I've also had an idea for another one, which is a miniature mystery box. So a tiny box, and everything inside is miniature.
You're miniature, aren't you? Look at the size of her compared to me.
This is miniature, this thing here.
Right, now off you go. That was our guest of the day, Crummy. Crafty Crummy.
Yay.
Who's crafting lots of stuff. So I'm going to make you a tea now. I washed this last night. Had loads of festering butter in it. Wow, what a creative pair you are. Thank you, Official Tom Mason. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's a really good idea. And she put it up on the local group, and she had a load of interest. Like sometimes I'll put a sketch up I made and just no one comments. So, fuck up. Pardon my French. It's just a bit of a sore point. A bit of a sore point. Right, here we go. Cup of tea for Crummy. Yes, have you all had wonderful weeks? Weather-wise, it was a bit rainy. Yeah, so I've been down in the Cotswolds. Oh God, I've just spilt hot water everywhere. That's not very good, is it? The kettle was going a bit crazy. I've been filming. Had 2 more days filming Boniface, Sister Boniface, Saw Tips, and it was wonderful. I was kind of obviously a bit more relaxed and I knew more people. The thing about going on that is you have to remember so many names, because it's such a big crew. You have to remember, and also with the actors you have to remember their characters' names and their actual names. So I avoided using people's names because there was too many names to remember. But they're so lovely. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I think is it the creator or one of the writers of Sister Boniface passed away last week or the week before. Very sad. And there was a tribute to her by the eponymous hero. I like saying the eponymous hero, it makes me feel clever. Right, Crummy TT. It's I can't bring it in for obvious reasons. Right, okay. So we're going to get that kitten fed. That's the first port of call. Going to get that bloody kitten fed. And I'm going to tell you a bit more about my week, because that seems to be the standard procedure. I got back from Scotland on Friday. The first series of the show is now on iPlayer. What first series of what show? Yeah, Advent calendars. It's now on iPlayer. Also, can you help me work out why I should start posting on Instagram? Well, it's more of a photo, isn't it? Photo opportunities, and you can do reels, like short 30-second things. So it's up to you, but it is another thing to keep an eye on. But you see, you can follow lots of interesting people. Like I follow Nick Frost on there, and he's always posting stuff. Like he's got films coming out. You get like a exclusive, and it's straight from the horse's mouth, isn't it, so to speak? You get your tea, Grammy tea. Can you just leave it there, in there, please? Grammy upstaging me with her beauty. Just do it for the hot Cockney way and call John or Squire. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm getting quite good at avoiding using names. So when I'm on set, you just say, you can just speak to someone without using their name. But it was lovely. It was amazing. Yeah, so I went up on the Monday to the Cotswolds. Very short. We're not that far away from it. Moreton in Marsh is the neck of the woods I was in. Lovely hotel. I had a lovely room, and obviously I know everyone a bit more than last week, which is always good. So a bit more, I was able to feeling a bit more relaxed, and I had lots of kind of in the background scenes. I'm a key role, but it's good. It's good that I'm featured throughout. I feel like hopefully I am anyway. We'll have to see in the edit. That was really good. Chatting with all the other guests. I suppose for each episode of Boniface, Sister Boniface, you need a smattering of red herrings as well, don't you? I'm not going to say what I am. You need a new victim and a smattering of red herrings. So that's why they have to have kind of, I don't know, 4 or 5 guest actors each episode. Because there's got to be a bit of a who did it element. So yeah, and the guest actors, it's always kind of in the same boat with them, aren't you? So you get to chat about what they've been up to, and you get so many good bits of information. Like I've got lots of, I'm always writing down things to do when I get back, like from a bit hustling, networking and stuff. Now, there we go. Let's just get this cat fed. So what will happen hopefully is the kitten will sense that she's got. It's all right, Crumb. You're right. What are you doing?
I want to put this on you.
No.
Take it off.
What is it? I don't know if it can be seen. It's a bit busy. My shirt's a bit busy. You can't really see it. Do you want to take it off?
What does it say?
I can't see it. It's too close. Can you? I'm
Vegan,
trying to do
it says
something.
100% vegan.
Can you take it off, please? Because you can't see it. It's just going to get. You can show it though. You can show it. Right. Thank you.
Oh.
He's dropped it. Right. No, I don't know what episode it's going to be, but it's going to be. I don't even know if I should say what the title is. Now, something I'm going to trial is the washing up star of the stream. Now, this is the star. As you can see, it's a bit of washing up that I can't quite get to. There's a bit of filth. You see this? That's a bit of food I can't get to. Stinks. Absolutely stinks. So whoever I feel is the star of the stream will get this awarded to them. They won't actually get it. It might well be me, and then there might be a runner-up. I might be the star of the stream every week with a runner-up who gets the star of the stream. Sister Boniface Mistress is brilliant. Did you see that Sue Pollard is a fan, but the rest of the Would I Lie to You cast had no idea what the show is? Oh, really? I rehearsed with Nick Frost on the Nevers back in COVID days. I found him quite shy. Nice guy though. Yeah, he's lovely, Nick Frost. I worked with him on Seize Them, and he was very nice. And he went. Yeah, he was quite. He kind of kept himself to himself, which is absolutely fine. Very good, very charismatic, obviously. And when I came back, I did a few days on season. He went out of his way with, "Hi, how are you doing?" So yeah, it was nice. He was very nice because it's good when the kind of the main cast are nice. It dictates the vibe of the show, I guess, doesn't it? And he was lovely. And hopefully we'll work together again at some point. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, so just getting rid of the old washing up now, the old recycling. I was a bit obsessed. I am a bit obsessed with recycling because I realised I was taking my recycling home from Sister Boniface. Yeah, which is a bit much, really, isn't it? I collected up all my rubbish, and instead of throwing it away, I brought it back across the country here, which is stupid, really. It's stupid. Don't know why I did it. Don't know what I was thinking. Bloody madman. I'm a bloody madman. Okay, here we go. We're going to have some custard with the crumble, but it had gone rotten, so that was the end of that, which is a damn shame. But again, shit happens. Wear helmets. Yeah. So nails. How often do you cut your nails? Yeah. How often do you cut your nails? I cut mine. It seems I need to cut them every 2 weeks. Is that weird? Is that normal? I don't know. I cut my nails more often on the left hand since I started to play more guitar. What is your favourite TV show other than the Cockfields that you've worked on? It has to be Dinosaur, because the bigger the part, the more I'm into it. Dinosaur, that was a nice big part. And I loved it as well. I think Dinosaur and the Cockfields have a similar tone. It's got like a really good vibe to it, I think. It's more, yeah, there's emotionally invested in the characters. I bite my nails. Oh, God. sign of addiction and weakness, Stanford. No, I'm just joking. A joke I always do, in fact, if I ever do live stuff again, I've got some nail clippings that I collect. I'll say, who bites their nails here? And people will put their hand up, their chewed fingers will go to the air, and I will offer them some of my bitten nails and say, I clipped my nails recently, would you like to eat these? Would you like to bite them? Did you eat them or spit them out? Are your walls and floors covered with spat out nail? Disgusting creature. Oh, pardon me. Now, Dan Fern, let's get it over with. How many self-tapes did you get this week? I didn't get any, but I had a recall. The recall was in town on Thursday, so it was great. I shot a self-tape while I was in my trailer, which I love doing, and let them... which was great, and then because of I didn't think the self-tape was that good, but it was good enough to get a recall, so that's brilliant. Very happy with that. So went in on Thursday, did the recall. I don't know, vibe-wise, I don't think it's going to go my way, but I would still like it to. It seemed like a fun little thing. It's an ident or something. I don't think it's a commercial, and it's certainly not like a TV role. Can you call Willow? She's being naughty in here. Well, she's going to be naughty wherever she be. She won't listen to me. Willow! Meow! Yes, I had back in the day before the internet, I moved away from Chichester, and I used to keep in touch with some people via letters, if you please, which was quite crazy. And one day I sent a friend some toenail clippings in an envelope, so he opened it and all these toenail clippings fell over him, which is disgusting. And then the next time he sent me a letter and part of his heel was in it. Horrible. Like he picked off a bit of his heel, put it in there. Ugh. And I was opening it because I couldn't see. I was opening like that and it fell in my mouth. That's not very convincing, is it? Not very convincing. It didn't. I was just trying to make the anecdote more interesting, even though it was fantastic already. I once got into a train, sat down and looked down and someone had cut their toenails and left them neatly on the floor. Yuck. Yes, that's disgusting. Sorry about that, Wendy. It was they were poking through my my shoes, so I had to cut them. But at least they were neat. At least they were neat. You should do a Clinton Baptiste and ask for the rights to make a podcast as your character from the Cockfields. I don't know. I don't know. I did have some ideas if there was going to be a Cockfields 3. I was going to maybe ask, depending how confident I was, that David be good at something, like boxing or something. I'd like to have been good at boxing, even though it's out of character. It's just my ego. I just wanted to be trained in boxing. I had 0 self-tapes. I would have had one, but turned it down. I would have had a part in a film, but I turned that down too. What can you say more about the part in the film? Why did you turn it down? Did you have to get your dick out or something? Would you do nudity, Dan Fern? Would you get one of your testicles out in a film? I hope your children aren't watching. Sorry. Well, you haven't asked me to do any dedications. I do swear every so often and say penis and the F grenade. What's in the Post with Ben Rufus Green would be a good Channel 5 show. Thank you very much. What would it be about? Is it just me stealing other people's posts? I'd be up for that. No, not really. I sound like a right criminal. Okay, here we go. Come on, Green, let's focus. I'm quite hungry, so I've been to the gym already. Do you want to have a look at the guns? Come on! I did that once and punched myself in the face. Low budget film, but it was only 2 lines. Money wasn't good. Can you say hi to Martha, who just beat me on Mario Kart? Oh, man. So you've got a Switch. Well done, Martha. Good playing on Mario Kart. Have you got Zelda? What's the new Zelda game? Breath of someone's breath. What's the smell? What's that smell with BRG? Yes. Actually, Emily's got a better sense of smell than me, because she said it smells in the kitchen, and I had to get her to point it out. The oldest person in the world died this week in Spain. She was 117. Oh, I wonder what her diet was. 117. So when would she have been born? 19... Would it have been... What's 19... Oh... I can't do maths. So it's 1907? Is that right? Yes. Yeah. Have you got the Zelda game, Dan Fern? And where's Martha in the scheme of things? Well done, Martha. She probably had it coming. 117 years ago. Yes, thank you, Windy. Yes, you're absolutely right. Windy, he says it like it is. Hang on, let me get my... I've neglected my sound effects. Windy. Sheldon Electricals. Dan Fern. Oh, God! Okay, right. You know, in the Cockfields, when... I'm assuming you're all massive fans of the Breath of the Wild is the name of the game. You think, yes, that's right. I met a former oldest woman in the world. She was 107 back in 1987. And you do the math. In the Cockfields, there was a scene where we had to listen to Michelle Detrice farting outside into a tissue. And I found farts so funny. I don't know why. It just reminds me of pissing myself. Not literally. Never had that kind of problem. When I heard a fart noise at school. And do you know, okay, true story, I was sent out of class for farting at primary school. You can't do that, can you? Admittedly, I was going, I've just farted. But I don't think you can send someone. I was standing in the corridor, and I think people. Does that still happen? Do you get who's been sent out of class? Same, but in high school. What for you, Tom Mason? Were you I've probably seen the Cockfields more than you have. I love it. Good. Thank you very much, Sheldon. So you know the bit I was talking about. Michelle Detrice, aka Lynn, went out to fart in a tissue, and for some reason, David Earl wanted to play fart noises as it focused on our close-ups. And I couldn't keep it together. I was laughing so much, my makeup was running. So they had to touch me up, so, consensually. But yeah, I'd like to see that. They didn't do any bloopers of the Cockfields. Most of the time I was pretty good on the Cockfields. I kept it real. Have you seen the disguise of fart videos on Insta? No. Held a message for a reason. Sex-based terms. I don't think fart is a sex-based term, is it? So, okay, so who's been sent out of class ever? Who was naughty when they were younger? I mean, you can kind of tell I was probably naughty. Have you seen the... No, I haven't seen that. Why did the original Lynn not appear in Series 2? I think she was doing Maggie Steed. Wonderful actress. Or actor. Female actor. Actor. God, what am I doing? Digging myself a hole. I get confused with actor and actress. I think actress has been phased out. I used to get sent out all the time. I was sent out loads of times. Okay, can you name me some of the reasons why you were sent out, please? I think Maggie Steed was filming, was it 10%? There's a series about agents that she was in. And, yeah, she was busy filming that. So, unfortunately. And, yeah, just because it was during COVID, Series 2. I think the same with Diane. Diane was filming Mandy or something. Or maybe she just didn't want to do it. Right, where are we? Ah! Oh! There we go. I was going to organise a game of rounders next week, but I got local vegan, but I got worried that no one's going to turn up, so I kind of cancelled it. Do you think that was the wise thing to do? Where am I? There I am. Okay, you ready for this? You know what's coming. You know what's coming. There we go. This is it. This is what dreams are made of. I was sent out for beatboxing once. I used to do farts when teacher turned her back on the class. What, real fart? Washing up the cup, washing the grease away from the eyes, getting to the cup, washing the grease away. There he is, summon him. Not good way to start. 10% was UK dealer. That's right, Tom Mason. Washing Up Club. God, I've got such a good voice. Washing Up Club, washing the grease away. Washing Up Club, washing the grease away. Drip dry. Washing Up Club, washing the grease away. Washing Up Club, washing the grease away. Good. What a song by Eyes on Legs, the very talented gentleman there. If you haven't seen his award-winning film, Kim, it's on the YouTube as we speak, and it's very good, and I'm in it. So there we go. Called Kim. And Eyes on Legs, please tell them how good it is. It's fantastic, isn't it? Oh, God. Right, we tried this thing last night. This amazing kind of Buddha bowl. Creation Emily made. It was lovely. It's called avocado topping. You heard of that? Lovely. Really good. I recommend that. So what else was I sent out of class for farting. I was quite... in primary school, I was quite naughty. I was a little shit. Right little shit. I think that's how people would describe me. I bet that's how the teachers described me in the staff room. Been doing such a little shit. The worst time I was sent out was when me and three mates took turns writing a note line by line and sending it to a girl in science class. She read it and screamed. The content of the note was absolutely awful. We had to go to the head of year and said he would photocopy the note and send it to our parents. For the next few weeks, I worried like hell that this note would arrive. It never did. What did you say then? This was when was this then? Was this primary school or secondary school? Was it like really? God, you nasty piece of work. I never did anything like that. That's proper horrible Andrew Tate stuff, isn't it? No, I'm just joking. Can you remember what the note said? I bet you're ashamed, aren't you? Is that why you've had 3 girls to make amends in some way? Another thing I did, right, there was this girl that had a heart condition. It's not a good start to an anecdote, is it? She had a weak heart, and she stood up. It was in singing. She stood up to. We all stood up to sing, and I moved her chair. And then when she sat down, her chair wasn't there. And she went, ah! And I was like, oh, I'd forgotten she'd had a heart condition. I was like, oh my God, I've killed her. And this girl said, right, I'm telling the teacher about what you've done. And I was really worried that I was just going to get into trouble. And I was guilty about giving a heart condition girl she's all right. I mean, I don't know if she's around now. Possibly not with that ticker, that dodgy ticker. But yeah, God, I was such a little shit. I think possibly I'm glad I found acting. It was like a good channel. If I didn't find acting, would I have gone into crime? I hope not. Ben, do you use Vimeo? Well, I'm currently... I've got too much stuff on Vimeo at the moment because I subscribed to Vimeo and then put all the Cockfields episodes on there so I could have them. And then when I unsubscribed or stopped the subscription, I've got too much stuff on there now. I was sent out of class a few times when found absent without leave. I was sent into... Oh, I say yes, right, okay. So you were skiving. What's the northern term for skiving? Is it bunking? Is it playing hooky? Is that another one? What are their terms for skiving? Yeah, well, I'm sure I was sent out for loads of other things. And I was also smacked. That's how old twagging. Twagging? Are you making that up? I think you're just wanting me to... That sounds like a sex term, eyes on legs. Are you going twagging? I'm not going to school, I'm twagging it. I'm twagging one off. Yeah, that sounds dirty. Yeah, there was a time when... because I was a little bit naughty at school, I think people would blame me for stuff. Like the River Phoenix character in Stand By Me. And there was one time when someone broke these vices in the woodwork thing in primary school, vices that you wind them up and put things in, and they said like these 2 or 3 guys said, well, we told him to stop doing it and he just kept doing it and laughing, and I absolutely hadn't done it. I'm not fucking interested in vices. And then the teacher came up, and the teacher got me to come up. I was crying. I was only like 6 or something. And he was a big... was he a big South African guy? Yeah, I think it was him. And he'd hold me by the hand, smack me. I'd go flying in the air, and he'd bring me back down and smack me again. Horrible, horrible. Yeah, I hope he's come to a nasty end. I think he enjoyed it. Some of the power. A big South African guy called Mr. West. Absolute bastard. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, we kept the stray cat, and she's doing... Yes, do you remember that from last week? Dan Fern had shenanigans with a stray cat. What I was going to suggest, Dan Fern, because you told me this, you can copy and paste it from the message, because it will take ages to type out the whole thing, if you want or not. But that's really nice. That's going to get you... Well done, Dan Fern. That's what you get for that. Like a Newton's cradle. End of term, upper school, in front of about 500 kids, I was rocking on a chair, and it broke, and I fell off whilst the head was talking, and the place erupted into a massive cheer. Windy, you're so disruptive. Were you rocking like that? Or do you mean rocking back and forth like a nutter? Like Newton's cradle? Yeah, yes. I don't know what that is. You're so intellectual, Macho Davis. I now follow you on Vimeo. I only have 2 videos. Could go on YouTube on there. Yeah, YouTube is the place for Ben Rufus Green. Have you seen Kim? Have you seen Kim? Eyes on Legs' film. It's good, very good. And thank you, Tom Mason. I don't go on Vimeo much, to be honest, because as I say, I can't put anything else on there at the moment. Right, this is looking bad. This bloody water. Yeah, God. Oh, I brought back all the... And there was one that some of the teachers at primary school were pretty horrible. Like, there was this one horrible woman with these real... Kim is out of this world. Oh, you've seen it? Oh, good stuff. In a nutshell, she was abandoned. She was microchipped and neutered and only 16 months old. Oh, I think you showed me a video of her, I saw a picture of her, and she looked older than... She looks like an old girl. And what she's called Autumn, yeah? She's going to keep the name Autumn? Or are you going to change it to something more like my name, Ben Rufus Green? Better late than never. Oh, hello! Hello, Roo Laboo. Talking of cats, and she comes in. So you've got quite a few cat visitors, haven't you, Roo? Well, quack, Roo Laboo. I don't know if you've seen my thing, but I'm going to give you a... There you go. That's that. I think I'm still getting used to the buttons. Lovely to see you. And kept the name Autumn. Okay, that's nice. And she's getting on with, is it Frank? That's good. That's good to know. Well done. That's a very good. You know, at the moment, this disgusting plastic star could be yours. Could be yours. Am I out of sync? How's the sync doing? I hear that sound whenever I open the door without clothes. Frank ignores her and eats her food. Oh. Oh, 2 bits of food for me. Lovely jubbly. Dan Fern, have you got that Zelda game, Breath of the Wild Wind? I mean, that's a very strange name for a game, isn't it? Okay, let's do some recycling. Boo 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 boo. I was going to sail around the globe in the world's smallest ship, but I bottled it. That's not your joke. That's the #1 fringe joke. Were you going to claim it was your joke, Tom Mason? That's very naughty if you were. You've got to credit the person who came up with it originally. Were you going to fess up, or were you going to try and pretend that was yours? It's a very good joke. What I was thinking, if I did a stand-up, would one of my jokes make it? No, I had GTA, Mario Kart, and they have just let's dance, let's sing, and shit like that. Well, the Zelda game's amazing. I think you'd like it. Isn't it like a kind of fantasy Grand Theft Auto? They had Grand Theft Auto on the Switch. Didn't know that. Did no know that. And Dan Fern, how's the office going? What series are you on? What's just happened, please? It won as best joke of the 20th by Mark Simmons. There we go. Credit where credit's due. Thank you, Tom Mason. It's a good joke, that, isn't it? You'll get all the naysayers going, oh, I've heard that joke before. It's an old one. But you know, people can come up with the same joke that already existed. That you can't. Well, I suppose, I don't know. Do you? Are you supposed to research do a Google search and see if a joke's been used before? I don't know. Yeah, GTA San Andreas started Series 6. Yes, started Series 6 yesterday. So you've still got two full series of really good stuff, and then it just goes. They try out different things. That's not really a spoiler, is it? So yes, what's just happened, please? I sailed through my driving test. That's why I failed. Arthur Smith. Yeah, I saw all these. Very good. Arthur Smith. That's good. He's he's one of the old school guys, isn't he? Arthur Smith. It's a good name. It's a good name, Arthur Smith. I was sent. I don't know if anyone does writing. I was sent a really good, very short video about the South Park guys, and their key to writing is something happens, and then you write but, and therefore, if you're writing and then, that's terrible, because there's got to be some consequence. Something happens, but this happens, and therefore this happens. If you're just writing something happens and then something happens and then something happens, that's boring. There's got to be consequences that take it into weird directions. And I thought it was really well worded and brilliant piece of advice. So if any writers out there, that's what I heard this morning. The episode where Michael creates a ton of rumours to overshadow a true rumour. Oh, and one of them is Pam is pregnant. That's right. Pardon me. A, put it in the microwave until it Bill withers. Oh, hang on. I missed the. I was talking, and I missed the beginning of that. But that's. What's that? That's a joke about Bill Withers? My dad used to say to me, "Pints, gallons, litres," which I think speak volume. Yes, that's very good. Very, very good stuff, Tom Mason. What do you think of my writing tip that I just told you? It's not mine. It was from the South Park guys. Isn't it brilliant? Right, as you can tell, this water's filthy, and it's going to be cleaned. Well, I'm not going to clean the water. I'm going to empty the water. Arthur Miller would write random sentences and then decide who said it, who they said it to, and where they were and why. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Yeah, that's interesting. What do you write, Roo Laboo? I might just call you Roo, if that's all right, because that's. Bless you, Clammy sneezed. Keir Starmer looks like an AI-generated image of a substitute teacher, Sophie Ducker, growing up. Oh, I saw that. I saw her doing a practice run of that in Chesham, of all places. So yes, I'm glad she's got recognition for that. I think, in a way, being part of the audience, laughing at her jokes, we helped her in Chesham. Yeah, Roo, what do you write? Can we read your stuff anywhere? Because you're quite into like pixies and stuff, aren't you? Pixies and unicorns, as am I. At the moment, I'm working on some flash fiction for some comps. What is flash fiction? Flash fiction. Fiction. My God. Speaking so difficult. Oh, In the gym the other day there was a power cut, and it was great. No music, the lights were dimmed. I think they should have a low light hour every week, and I would go. What do you say to that? Controversial? Not really. Oh dear. Two people fainted in my gym a few weeks ago. Was it? Did you do this? And they fainted. I'll do that sometimes. My mistake. I'm on a machine. I'm going, come on, and I'll fart, and I'll have to stay on the machine longer than I want to get it right. I've told you this many times before, but I'm going to tell it again because I love it. Sometimes Emily will come in and I've farted, and she'll go, and she'll breathe in the whole fart smell so it doesn't smell anymore, which is great. She'll go, have you farted? Like that, and she'll just breathe everything in. Flash fiction is a very short story, usually 250 words. Hedgehogs. Why can't they just share a hedge? Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Does anyone recommend Substack? I've heard of it. I don't know what it is, I'm afraid. Right, so we're going to do another batch of washing up, even though it's 51 minutes. It's just I really want to break the back of this washing up. Okay? You know what I mean, don't you? Don't forget. Dan Fern, that story about the cat, I was hoping it would go on a bit longer, to be honest. I was hoping I'd get at least an hour of material out of it. So, thanks. And sorry, if I've missed anything, if you've written something that we haven't spoken about enough, then do please repost it. If I've spoken about it, don't repost it. Don't push it, okay? The conspiracy theory about the moon being made of cheese was started by the Halluminati. Lovely. Emily and I are having an argument about some dog shit that's outside our house. Can someone clear it up for us? Does that work as a joke? I'll post it now. I'll post it now. Well, you don't have to. You just told it. I was hoping to hear more about the cat. What's she like? How's she behaving? Is she friendly with you? Is she hiding in the unders? The unders is like under settees and stuff. I don't need to post the whole damn thing. Woo! Is that a new sponge scourer? It is. Well, it's not that new, but it's not. This bit was falling off the other one, and it was really getting up my bottom. Sheldon Electricals. Were you naughty at school? Did you have Sheldon Electricals in Bedfordshire? Windy's in Luton, not too far away, presumably. Luton is in Bedfordshire. Am I right? Whereabouts in Bedfordshire? Guildford. Did you say Guildford, or am I making that up? You need a scrub mummy. Best sponge ever. I've got this. Slightly. No, I'm not in Bedford. No, aren't you in Bedford? Isn't Luton in Bedfordshire? I think it is, isn't it? I mean, you know better than me. If it's not, I'll take your word. I'm not in bloody Bedford. But you're in Luton, aren't you? You're a Lutonian. Do you call yourselves Lutonians? Windy. Windy. So, we're actually not too far. End of August, nearly September. That's a scrub daddy. Scrub mummy has a soft sponge on one side. Soft sponge on one side. Kitten, 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 kitten. Oh, I've scared her away by being desperate. No, I'm not. I'm from St Albans. I thought you lived in Luton. Airline was a brilliant TV show set in Luton. Thank you for saving this. It was becoming very awkward with me misaddressing Windy. Just dried my hands, put them straight back in the water. What an idiot. Okay, let's get this done. Come on. This is a griddle. It's always really filthy. Even when I clean it, sometimes I'm like, oh, never mind. No, I live in Bedford. What? What? Hang on a minute, Windy. Are you being deliberately confusing? I thought you just said you don't live in Bedford. Let's have a look. Yes, but I live in Bedford. Oh, you said yes, but I live in Bedford. Okay, my mistake. But you bang on about Luton a lot. Like, don't you support Luton FC? Sorry, Windy. God. You know, there's a lot going on in my mind. This is the best joke so far. Oh, is it? We'll be the judge of that. I wanted to know which came first, the chicken or the egg. So I bought a chicken and then I bought an egg, and I think I've cracked it. Yes, that's very good. Windy lives in a hot air balloon. He does. Sailing over everyone like the Wizard of Oz, looking down on us. Not, you know, literally, not metaphorically. Windy, you must know our friend competitors, Michael R. Peters, because I'm a Luton Town fan. Well, that's good to know, Windy. I told you I lived in Luton. Went to Luton University for a year. Wasn't my finest year, to be honest. Indeed I do! Well, do you think you'll go switch over to Sheldon Electrics now? It's such a small world, isn't it? Okay. Right, these are going into soak. Soak, I tell you. Soak. Ugh. Now, look at this. So this is the remnants of Emily's delicious. Where are all the dings? Crummy, have you said anything ding-worthy? Ben or Dan, do you do a Midsummer Murders or Jonathan Creek? I would love to have done that. Look at this. This is the most... Look at that. That's going to be a nightmare to get off. That's going to soak. We do cover the Bedford area. Discount for Wuckers. Yay! Done. Right. I'm having to repost this because you missed it. Oh, yes. So basically, we kept her outside because she was covered in fleas. Ugh. Did you shave her? We treated her for the fleas, and 48 hours later, she came in the house. That's brave. She sits next to me on the sofa every evening. She likes belly rubs. Ah, and purrs really loudly. Ah. She's very affectionate, totally different vibe than Frank. She follows me about a lot. At the moment, she's on the windowsill. Oh, that's lovely. Her new forever home. That's really nice. Well done there, Dan Fern. That's a beautiful story for little Ben Rufus Green. Bit of a strange name for a girl cat, but never mind, don't worry. No, it's good that you're keeping the name Autumn. That's such a nice thing to do, and she picked you because she obviously sensed that there was safety there. Well done, that's really good. That's a similar thing to what happened to Oscar, our stray cat that we had for about 4 months, and then unfortunately had a big tumour, and we had to have him put to sleep because it was taking over his whole mouth. Very tragic. When we found him, he had a big fro, a cat fro, and we thought, God, is that a tumour? But it wasn't. It was just a massive bit of fur that was about the size of him. And the vet was a bit rubbish, actually. They went to the vet and they missed loads of stuff, so we had to go back with him again. Spent quite a lot on him, but he was lovely. He was an old boy, about 10, and we gradually introduced him to Willow, eating behind the closed door. Rescuing cats with Ben Rufus Green. That would be good. It's the same how we got Frank as well. What do you call it when an Irish person beats you to death with an ornament? A knick-knack paddywhack. A knick-knack. Okay, the knick-knack is the ornament. Right, okay. Paddywhack is the whacking of the ornament. I'd love to be on a cat rescue show. Cat rescuing with Ben Rufus Green. Although, Dan Fern, would you ever be a presenter? Or would you worry it would dilute your actingness? That's the phrase. I'm trying to come up with hairstyles without going to hair and makeup. That was a ding. Crummy. This back seat. There you go. Bit of applause there. A round of applause. Right, okay. Okay, let's do it. I was enjoying hearing who was sent out of school. Crummy, I bet you were never sent out of school, were you? Goody two-shoes. You were too little. Too little. Little Crummy. 5'5". Right, okay. Okay. Oh, that food was lovely. Lovely last night. Lovely bit of food. So Dan Fern, will you look into getting that Zelda game, or is it not your cup of tea? It's supposed to be amazing. And how much is the Switch these days? Is it like that could be a purchase. if I become very, very wealthy, let's give this a bit more actually. So sometimes I write down things I want to talk about, and there's this one thing that I've written down 3 weeks in a row, and I just keep forgetting to talk about it. I got detention once for losing a small pencil. Right, you can lose a big pencil, Tom Mason, but you've lost a small pencil, and that really gets on my nerves. Get a Switch and we can play online together. We are currently on holiday in West Bay, staying in the apartment complex that was used as a police station in Broadchurch. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh, lovely. So is that near the Cotswolds? I know I just keep banging on about the Cotswolds, but it was so lovely. Never been before. Right, look at this. Look at that. It's like something from hell, isn't it? It's like something the devil would eat. Have you seen Grace Point? It depends. A Twitch Lite is up to 200, while a regular one's 300. It's still quite pricey then, isn't it? I once got Emily's brother, with the double O, in trouble at school. Which one? What, the one you don't want? Oh yeah, okay, well there's only, yeah. Why did you do, what, are you mad? Did he get you? Does he know about it? Because it could be time to speak to Good Night and Sleep Tight. That's good, isn't it? Do you ever do that? Talking about Dorset. Lovely stuff. Who said something that, oh yeah, I don't know if I go online because it's a bit of a thief of time, isn't it? Dan Fern. I'd be scared to. Like, do you have to subscribe to that nonsense as well? Anyway, the thing I was going to say that I haven't said for weeks, it just keeps falling through the net, is before I was with Crummy, I used to go out after work at the BBC down to the local pub. Oh yes, we spoke about it at the wedding and laughed. Okay, that's good. Used to go down to the pub and drink, you know, and with a group of people from the BBC, very nice. And there was this one lad who I was in a group with a lad, and there was a couple of girls over there, and I went, oh, they're quite nice, aren't they? And he went, no, they're not. And she saw and went over and had a go at him, and I thought it was really funny. No, I think she had a go at me. And I was like, I thought you were nice. He was the one that said, ugh. But she saw the whole thing through looks. Loud pub. I went, oh. And he went, and she went, right, how dare you? Who do you think you... I can't remember what exactly she said, but she had a go. I'll tell you about it on Messenger because it's disgusting. Oh, God. It's not going to make me sick, is it? Okay, here we go. This is coming off nicely. Coming off nicely with Ben Rufus Green. Oh, dear God, Crumb. So this was the crumble. Crummy's crumble. Crummy's crumble. She's so crummy, isn't she, Crummy? Right, please put your spouse's or partner's nicknames in the... What's your nickname for your wife, Dan Fern? What is it? Any nicknames of partners, please put them on there. I've got Crummy and Little Crumb of Strawberry Shortcake. Anyone else got anything? What have you got? What have you got? Here we go. Hum-titty-tum. It's coming off nicely. I know I just said that. Look at that. That's the power of washing up. I let someone borrow my sharpener once, and when they gave it back, the lid had been taken off and put in his mouth and hid in his pocket. It was disgusting and had to get a new sharpener. Well, that's fair enough. What did you done that for? Eating your sharpener? Was it an edible? Was it one of those trendy edible sharpeners that you see everywhere? Official Tom Mason. Ah, this is coming off nicely. I keep saying that. I'm just trying to get it as a catchphrase. That could be a catchphrase on a t-shirt, couldn't it? I call the dog Fart Head. Fart Head is good. Do you want me to do a little fart noise? Any excuse. I'm so juvenile. No, it was one that had got dirty somehow in the bottom of my bag. Oh, it makes it even more disgusting. Why did he put it in his mouth? Oh, I'll tell you what. Me and Crummy watched a film last night called And All That Jazz. 1979, Bob Fosse. Or Bob Fosse, I think it's Fosse actually. Really good, kind of crazy 70s. Stanley Kubrick said it was one of the best films he'd seen. It's quite crazy and really, really good imaginative dance routines in it. and it's a kind of it's got Roy Schneider in from Jaws, and who else? I think that's it really. Loads of other people obviously, but no one else who I can name off the top of my head. But Eyes on Legs, I think you might like that. So has everyone here seen Kim? He put paper in his mouth 2 weeks earlier. Well, it's paper is a gateway object to putting sharpeners in your mouth. Starts with paper, then you go, oh, I'm not getting. It's not enough. It's not enough now. I want a sharpener in my mouth. I want a bloody sharpener in my mouth. So yes, Crummy's going to be making Advent kind of calendar mystery boxes. Is that fair to say, Crumb? Is that what we're calling them? I watched Hot Fuzz last night. Such a great film, and saw your appearance in it, Ben, Under the K. Yes, that's right. So on that day I met Simon. Well, I didn't really meet him, I saw him. Some people say they met people when they actually just saw them. So I saw Simon Pegg, I didn't meet him. No one said, oh, Simon, come and meet this guy, it's Ben Rufus Green. Come on, hey, Sai. This is BRG. There's none of that nonsense. I was there as an extra and treated with the contempt that an extra used to be treated with. I don't treat extras with contempt. Have you seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martian? No, I have not. Are you washing up with gravy? No, I'm not. This is the last thing that's being washed up, and the water is a trifle dirty. Eyes on Legs. Have you seen And All That Jazz? 1979. Bob Fosse. You might like it, but then again, you might not. What's the worst recommendation you've had from someone? I watched The Promised Land on BBC4 last night. What was that like? Promised Land. Is that a film? Yeah, someone recommended this bloody awful film, and I was so cross with them, I didn't speak to them for a while. And they said, well, they watched it when they were drunk and it seemed fine. I don't want to say it, because I want to work with the directors. You know, job's a job, isn't it? Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, a film about Santa giving presents to Martians, and they were men in face paint. Worst recommendation I had was a third Cloverfield film. Okay, wow, there's a third one. So you've got the one with Mary Elizabeth. What's her name? That one. John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth. What's her face? Wanstead. Is that the second one, or is that like a spin-off one? Okay, what time is it? 1 hour and 7 minutes of quality clubbing. It's quite a good noise, wasn't it? Okay, I can't wash anything else up in that. Look at it. It's like diarrhea, isn't it? The worst film I've seen is 2023 June due to the lack of people sitting on chairs. What, in the film no one sat on a chair? And that was enough for you, was it? Well, you know, we each have our triggers. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I know. Oh, keep going, Ben. Can you please wash up all day? No, I can't. I've got things to do. I've got an allotment to sort out. Did you go clubbing back in the day? I was quite anxious I did, but I was just drunk. Not like I went to like. What did I go to? It wasn't like techno music and stuff like that. Anyway, I bet you did, didn't you? Get that volume down. Is that too low? I want to be able to speak over it. It gets quite loud, Isaac Legs. So, thank you very much indeed for joining me on another hugely successful washing up club. You've made this today. Right, it's done. Without you, this would be nothing. So thank you very much. Now I'm going to let the water out. As the water goes down, so do all the problems from this week. Any issues you've had. If you've had no self-tapes, this guy, forget about it. Because the water, like last week's memories, is gone. It's forgotten. You can't do anything about it. So let's just move on and put all our thoughts that me and Dan will get some fantastic auditions this week. Never mind about the rest of the world. There's problems everywhere. Hi, did I miss? What did I miss? Jim Binthar, where have you been? Have you just had a long shit? Yeah, okay, there's lots of problems in the world, but for this next week, focus all your thoughts into the universe of us, me and Dan Fern, getting lots of auditions next week. Thank you very much. It's only a 4-day week. It's bloody bank holiday, isn't it, tomorrow? Looks like arse gravy. Oh God, Sheldon Electrical. I did say that as well. Looks a bit like Squirty Bottom. Would be a good BBC Two TV show. And the rest. I have no day weeks. Best kind of week. So, what's going on there? Why has it stopped? It's clogged up with crumble. Clogged up with crumble. Yeah. So, I hope everyone has a good week. And yeah, let's get some self-tapes in. We'll report back next week on the self-tape sitch. But I want self-tapes, you know. I love self-tapes. I love them. Or even better still, direct offers. That would be good. I'm nearly at the end of summer. What do you mean you're nearly at the end? Aren't we all nearly at the end of summer? Why are you? Why is it just you? It's all of us, isn't it? It is. September can be a little bit summery. But I'm not holding out much hope of much more sun going on. Anyway, lovely to see you. Does anyone want another sound effect? What one haven't I done? Haven't done that one. There you go. I go back to uni on the 16th. Ah! I see what you mean. Yes, no, that absolutely does make sense. So lovely to see you all. Have a fantastic week. Wish us all self-tape. Lots of self-tapes. And I'll see you next week or before. We're going to go to the allotment a bit later. Might stream a bit there, but you don't have to. You don't have to tune. You know, you've had enough of me. I've had enough of me. Anyway, lovely to see you. Have fantastic weeks and see you next time. Bye! Bye!